So this little fellow, who I describe in my book with autism, would get into trouble in school because he would always say, "Excuse me," just sort of randomly. And when there is behavior in a child, whether they have autism or no, you want to discover the purpose for the behavior before you try to just get rid of it. So for this little fellow, it was sort of a calming behavior. It was an attempt to learn social rules, which was difficult for him. It was almost like a vocal tic. And so I taught him two things, and the teacher worked with him too, and his ABA therapist, in saying there was a time to use those excuse me's only if someone else spoke first, or only if there was a reason for it. I also taught him something I learned from a great book called Mindsight, and there's now a good book by the same authors called The Whole Brain Child. Daniel Siegel, a child psychiatrist, and his co-author, a very well-known child psychologist, they wrote a book that talks about the brain being like this kind of fist. Pretend this is your brain. Pretend there's a thumb on this side too, and I'm quoting from their book. This is the frontal lobes, your thinking part of your brain. This is what the kids call the reptile brain, the automatic part. And this is your emotions in here, your emotions, your feelings, and your memory. So notice how the back part of the brain, the automatic part, is connected to your emotions, your feelings. This works well with kids with or without autism, to explain this. So if you have a feeling building up inside you, that may make you do something automatic, which is not necessarily appropriate. So I actually taught this young boy with autism, and he was level 3, so fairly affected by autism, but he was learning and becoming more and more appropriate as he learned new skills. I said, imagine that you use your big boy brain to tell your reptile brain not to repeat that. It's not necessary to say excuse me all the time. And over time that helped him. So more on this next time.